Welcome back to our journey through the gateway to wisdom. Today, we explore Proverbs chapter 27. This chapter continues the Hezekiah collection, a series of Solomonic proverbs meticulously preserved by the officials of King Hezekiah nearly 250 years after Solomon's death. These scribes acted as, quote, repositories of culture, ensuring that these ethical and social norms remained an anchor for the nation. In this chapter, Solomon moves from the anatomy of a fool to a profound manual on relational friction and vocational stewardship. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring forth. Solomon establishes an epistemological anchor of humility regarding time. Humans cannot understand their way exhaustively because only God directs the steps. Boasting about future plans is a form of reality rejection that ignores human limitation and divine sovereignty. In the biblical era, this applied to the unpredictability of harvests or warfare. Today, we live in a culture of hyper-scheduling and hustle confidence. Proverbs chapter 27 verse 1 serves as a humbling corrective, reminding us that while we must plan, we must hold those plans loosely, recognizing that our ways are always in the hand of the Creator. Let another praise you, and not your own mouth, an outsider and not your own lips. Wisdom requires self-mastery in the pursuit of reputation. True honor is not seized through many words, but is a reward bestowed by the community based on observed character. Self-praise is seen as a sign of the scoffer who is wise in his own eyes. Modern culture celebrates personal branding and digital self-promotion. Solomon redirects our focus to the interior mirror, asserting that genuine character worth has a staying power that self-manufactured clout can never achieve. Better is open rebuke than hidden love. Wounds from a friend can be trusted, but an enemy multiplies kisses. The pleasantness of a friend springs from their heartfelt advice. Solomon defines perfect friendship by its willingness to wound for the sake of healing. An open rebuke is a wisdom test for the hearer. The wise welcome instruction and reproof, while fools loathe them. Heartfelt counsel is compared to the sweetness of perfume, satisfying the soul. In an age of echo chambers and transactional connections, we often seek friends who only offer hidden love that never challenges us. Proverbs reminds us that true loyalty is found in the heroic strength of speaking hard truths that promote moral health. As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Wisdom is radically communal. This iconic metaphor suggests that intellectual and moral wit is not developed in isolation, but through the friction of healthy relationships. Just as iron requires a hard surface to become useful, the simple become wise through the vetted contributions of a mentor or peer. Today, we often value independent research and digital isolation. Solomon offers a spiritual grammar for growth. We are another self to our friends, responsible for their sharpening as they are for ours. As water reflects a face, so one's life reflects the heart. The heart is the center of the human skill for living, encompassing intellect, will, and emotion. Just as a pool of water acts as a mirror, a person's ways and choices reveal their true spiritual condition before God. We often focus on managing our outward appearances or digital images. Proverbs redirects us to the interior mirror, teaching that what fills the heart will inevitably flow out into our public interactions. The crucible for silver and the furnace for gold, but people are tested by their praise, similar to Proverbs chapter 17 verse 3. Solomon uses a refining fire metaphor to illustrate the danger of success. Just as intense heat removes dross from silver, a person's response to honor and praise reveals the residue of their pride or humility. To be wise is to pass this wisdom test without succumbing to the hubris syndrome. We live in a world that craves instant validation. Solomon warns that receiving praise is a more significant test of character than enduring failure, as it reveals whether our fear of the Lord is greater than our lust for status. Be sure you know the condition of your flocks. Give careful attention to your herds, for riches do not endure forever. The lambs will provide you with clothing, and the goats with the price of a field. Solomon concludes with a manual for professional discipline and marketplace integrity. The wise must plow in season and, quote, know their condition, practicing a strategic sequence of work that ensures long-term stability. Riches are fleeting vapor if not managed with foresight. In our credit-dependent and distraction economy, we often focus on the sprout of wings that wealth takes rather than the diligence required to sustain it. Solomon calls us to a blameless walk in our vocation, reminding us that God is the source of all success in store. Proverbs chapter 27 tells us that we are not designed to walk the path of life alone. It promises that if we choose the friction of sharpening over the hidden love of silence and diligent stewardship over haste, we find life indeed. Which area of your life, your friendships, your heart, or your flocks, needs the healing tongue of wisdom today? Subscribe and join us next time as we explore the boldness of the righteous in chapter 28.